Shalom, my little friends. Okay, Higgs boson was found in July 4th of 2012. It was discovered July 4th of 2012. All right. Colorado Springs. Waldo Canyon fire was first reported June 23rd. This fire lasted until July 10th of 2012. Now look, this fire lasted for 17 to 18 days. That's a long time for a fire to last. Now, this one says that, there was another one that said July. It actually stopped July 10th. Now, it says Colorado fire, biggest fire in Colorado history. All right, 17 to 18 days this fire lasted. 17 to 18 days. Okay. In Colorado Springs, the same time that the Higgs boson was supposed to be, or that was found. Now, the Higgs boson, supposedly, a lot of us believe, well, maybe not a lot of us, but some of us believe that July 4th of 2012 was when the Mandela effect, the quantum pollution, the quantum effect was put into play. Now, look, Nikola Tesla built a laboratory in Colorado Springs, right, like 4 miles away from this event, and it was torn down in 1904, mysteriously torn down. His lab was, and his idea was to have worldwide wireless power. All right, that was Nikola Tesla's idea. There in Colorado Springs. Nikola Tesla was big with Colorado Springs. Why Colorado Springs? Well, I tried to look up to see if giants have ever been in Colorado Springs. I couldn't find anything, but what I did find was this junk. That there's a place in Colorado Springs called the Garden of the Gods. It's like a little place that you can go and visit. I'm not really sure exactly what it is. And then also they've got this thing called the Sleeping Giant. This is what kept coming up. And I think that Colorado's got, I don't know. I don't know if they do or not, so I ain't gonna say it. Okay. So, here we are, Colorado Springs. They got this stuff with the gods and this stuff with the giants and whatnot. Well, look at this. The same year, 6 companies, Colorado companies, bringing the future business. And the actual one that they come up with in 2012, in the same year, this was in 2017, the article was. In 2012, this is the one that they came up with, with the artificial intelligence, but it was actually founded in 2012. Every company wants to hire the perfect candidate, but the vetting process is often long and tedious. Innotrive solves that problem with artificial intelligence. Founded in 2012 and conceived in a lab, funded by the U.S. Air Force, National Science Foundation, and DARPA. Innotrive's artificial intelligence combs public data and social media to find information recruiters may miss. Jeez Louise. Its uses range from recruiting solutions to resume verification to staffing support. Ain't that just interesting that it's all about some data? In 2012, it was all about data, social data and public data for the social media. Interesting. Okay. So, we have a man that he helped win World War II by cracking the German Enigma code, but was persecuted by Great Britain for being gay. Today, his name is synonymous with the test he invented in 1950 for determining a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. June 23rd will be the 100th anniversary of Alan Turing's birth, and a centenarian celebration has been planned. With events around the globe, it is perhaps most fitting that the Royal Mail will be issuing a commemorative stamp, a posthumous honor for one of England's heroes who was mistreated during his life. The year of Turing also presents an interesting framework for us to gauge the progress of computing. When Turing invented his test in 1950, some predicted that so-called strong AI, that is, artificial intelligence that matches or exceeds human intelligence, could be achieved in a few decades. Over 60 years later, every machine that has been tasked with I did that wrong. Can't even read it. Something human intelligence has failed the so-called Turing test. Okay. Alan Turing. This is Turing coat of arms. What do we have here? Deer. Interesting. They got their tongue sticking out. Ain't that from Kali? Ain't that from the false god? One of the false gods of Hinduism, with the tongue sticking out. This is the guy that helped win World War II. Also helped kick off artificial intelligence. And what is that on top of his head? What is that? Some kind of gold crown? I haven't seen that one yet, with the gold. And the strange little white head underneath it. And what's inside that? One of those dancing dragon looking things. But interesting, it's got dog heads. The dogs of the underworld. 3 of them at that. 3 of them. Here's another one from Turing. Mainly their main one is the dog heads. I don't know what that is, that little black spot. It's mainly the dog heads. Interesting. Yep. Alright. So this is what we have on Higgs boson in Colorado Springs. I don't have much more on this about the Higgs boson. But there is something going on, you know. There is a connection here with this July 4th. And what I'm seeing, you know, and I didn't look into this stuff until I was watching The Light God Sea Warrior, and he brought it up July 4th of 2012, and I knew when the Higgs, I didn't know when the Higgs was brought out to the public, them saying that they found it, but I did believe that the Higgs boson had something to do with the Mandela effect. And the more that I do research and find out, I mean, Nikola Tesla was all up in it. And a lot of people, you know, they got their opinions on Nikola Tesla, and they think that he was part of the Lord, and they think that he was framed and whatnot. I think that was all a show. I think it was all a show to keep Nikola Tesla in the backwoods, because so many people, so that he could do his work, so that he could be left alone and do his work, because he was a very intelligent man. He was just given too much. He has a building. It is called the New York, I think. It's a hotel in New York, the biggest hotel in New York. He built that building, and underneath that building is a machine. Underneath that building is a huge technology machine, and he would go around. He would have the maids go around with this strange what is that thing called? I can't remember, but they would wrap things in plastic wrap, and it was like this UV ray machine or whatever, and they would like go over it with this blue light over the plastic wrap, and he had radios in all of the rooms in the hotel, and the radios would send out signals sounds through the time that they were, people that were staying there and whatnot. I mean, these are rich people that are staying there, but I guess because it was something new, they wanted to try it out, being the intelligence, being with that group. So they would go through all these experiments and stuff. And it's just, it's very peculiar, that these people would just blindly say, oh, well, this guy knows what he's talking about. This scientist, he knows exactly what he's doing. Like, let's just do these experiments. I mean, it's for the greater good of humankind. Let's just do these experiments. It ain't hurting nothing. And all the while, they were feeding the beast system. They were feeding the beast system, teaching them about the human ways, because that's all it's about, is learning about human intelligence. I mean, it's called artificial intelligence. It's all about learning intelligence of the human ways. So, yeah. Nikola Tesla had his hand in every bit of it. Everything that he did. And I believe that he knew what he was doing too. I don't think that he was blind to the fact. He just had too much clearance. He had too much. They worked. The government worked with him too much for him to not be involved in this junk. I mean, seriously. The more you look into his stuff, his name is everywhere. He found so much, founded so much, invented so much to do with all this technology. Nikola Tesla. You know what? Before we get off here, let's just see. Let's just look up the Tesla coat of arms. Tesla. Huh. Won't let you. What Tesla's last name is important? I don't understand. Tesla's last name, he was the only Tesla in the world? That's not right. That's not true. We'll do more research on this. Because this is that's crazy. He should be on there. No. Thompson. Dobell. No. Why is it popping up Trump when I look Tesla up? Y'all see, some of this stuff I just don't get. Look at Trump, he's got a double-headed eagle. Okay, I'm gonna be done with this. Because, we're not finding what we want to find. Okay. Alright. Well, y'all thanks so much for listening, and we're fixing to talk about something else anyway. I'm going to try to get as much out before they shut my channel down. Praise Yahushua. Have a blessed day.